All right, we're live, I guess. Live on the Facebooks and YouTubes. Right there, look at that. Gotta get guns, baby. Guns McKenzie. So, today, we're gonna wait for people to join, but we got three things we're gonna do. We have our L3 raffle, which they're getting right now, that takes these mags fully upgraded. So we have, we're gonna pull that today. I have my little baggie here of names. I have, notice, nothing in the cup. So we're going to pull a name from there. Then we're going to talk about new products and then talk about our new events coming up, okay? New events coming. There's the L3 right there. Let's use a thing. There you go, right there. Well, it's animated. This is what the kids are doing these days, okay? Uh-oh.
What's up? No.
No, it's good now. It's good now. Okay. There's probably like you know what's happening, Stefan?
Some electricity bouncing around.
Well, it's from the table to the computer.
Oh my God.
I think so.
This stream is volatile.
That's what happens if you drink too much Mountain Dew. You get a volatile stream, it'll eat through anything. Yeah, it's acid, like battery acid. So, we're going to, for the people that, this has been a while, I know, but we have enough raffles that we're going to pull this. This is the fully customized L3 fully built that we're going to pull right now from the names in the cup. We're going to put that back there. I got the names in here. We're going to drop them in the cup. Notice there's nothing in the cup. So for people that say it's fake, we're going to dip that in there. Is that everything? Bag is empty. I'm going to shake it. We're going to pull the name and they win this awesome L3. But this is a slight raffle. We'll maybe do next week. We won't be live because I'm going to be in Florida. But maybe we'll do a live in Florida. We could do a live in Florida. Why not? Because we have an awesome. You didn't miss a raffle. It's been going on for a month and a half. So you really missed a raffle. And you've been in the store and it was hanging from the effing ceiling. So you really had nothing to, no excuses. So name. Zach Hammond. So I will contact Zach Hammond. Zach Hammond. Zach Hammond. That's like $1,000 Zach Hammond just won right there. $1,000. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay up here. Usually I go to my top-down view, but we have a lot of new products in. A lot of new products are very large. Okay, larger for most common people. First thing we're going to showcase is the new M110, okay? The M110, you see it right here. This is like a G28, but not, okay? It's the new rifle, so it's got a CNC'd M-LOK handguard here. You get 45-degree sights, so you can kind of see right there and right there, because normally you'd use a scope with this. So 45-degree sights. They use these G28 mags, so they are the same. So we do a bunch of mags. So if you guys have a G28 or like something that uses these mags, we have a bunch in, so you can buy them there. It has semi and full auto. It has a Gate Titan Gate Aster in it. You get the regular full stock, regular grip. This isn't a limited edition or anything like that. But the cool thing is we did open this up. It uses a normal VFC Gen 2 V2 gearbox, not an extended gearbox like the 416. So the hop up, everything in here is a normal VFC Avalon gearbox. Okay, so like no extended gearbox like the old G28 used to be. This is a 100% normal Avalon 416 whatever gearbox. The CNC handguard is pretty light. It is a heavier gun. You have this tip here that is pinned in, so you have to take that off. It is kind of spicy, okay? You're really going to want to have to play the DMR role because these are already DMR strength. They're about 1.65 joules. Most I think are like 179 or 175 for DMR rules, but so this will shoot pretty good. Like I said, you got the Aster in here. You can update the Aster. The Aster is 6 versions behind, so you plug this into your Gate Titan platform and your USB link, and you can upgrade your Aster on here. With that Aster, mind you, remember, it's now an optical trigger, no more mechanical. So it's No more break or anything like that. It's very light on the trigger, baby. You can make the trigger sensitivity super, super awesome. So we have these in stock. We have the mags in stock. These are going for about $900, so okay. Not inexpensive, but if you want this platform, it's very well put together. Mags are, I think, 35 or 40 bucks again, kind of spicy. But when you have a high quality replica like this, that is very Gucci and unique, that already has some internal upgrades in it, already shoots semi, already shoots DMR lengths, you know, some people pay that money for that. So these are going for like 900 bucks. Now, we did also get, I don't know what's going to sell more, that or the Carl Gustav. So this is the like rocket launcher, right? So you hold it like this and you ka-chow, you know what I mean? So they do give you this awesome, I'll show you right here, they give you this awesome optic mount. You do have some iron sights, you guys can see right there. Is there one in the back? No, you just get the four in the front. Right? Oh no, you get a pinhole. So you get a pinhole right here, and then you get your crossbar right there. You can change your elevation of your optic right here. Not that you'd ever do that. You got some pinchy things here that you can change. It is made out of polymer plastic. It does have some expensive ass zip ties on it. It's got a safety right here. So safe, well, let me see, let me go over here. Safety is right here. This little switch right where my thumb is. You got your handle here. You got your tube here. I think you load this from the back, but let's find out. We're gonna experiment together with each other. Let's put that down. What's all these knobs? Oh, there we go. So there's the opening in the back. Rotate out, pull your oh, so this is open. There we go. Open. Is there something in here? Oh, I see. Open. Then you lift out. You have this tube here that comes out. Okay. You can put a, what are you staring at?
Can you switch to social?
Oh, to social?
Yeah. That way they can see the...
He's staring at me, that's why.
chat.
Okay, there we go. All right, we'll switch to social. It comes with these balls that you shove in there, some like black split balls. You put some BBs in, you shove it in here, you fill the gas in that little hole right there. That's where the plunger hits, that's what hits the gas out. It is big enough to fit a tennis ball in. We've not put one in, but it's big enough to put a tennis ball in. So that's kind of just a little cool, you know, thing. Shove that in again, whoop, like so. I think you got to line it up, not do what I did. I'm learning this as much as you guys right now. There we go. Is that how it goes in? There we go. Then you got your cap right here. You have a safe mode and then a fire mode on the top here. So you have multiple safeties. So if your friends are trigger happy, you got multiple safeties. You got a release trigger and then a main trigger. It is pretty hefty. Will it be useful in combat? The world may never know, but it looks cool. And you can tell your friends that you have a giant ball launcher. That's how you might look. You can flex too while you're doing it. See, look at that. You're like, you can be like Arnold. So these are in the 650 or 700 range, I think. We do have extra balls. So if you want extra balls, we got extra balls. So these are really cool, and that's something new. One of the new things we don't have quite yet coming in are the new Glock 19 Gen 5s. We're gonna have those coming in. We do have a restock coming this Friday of shotguns, gas shotguns, a bunch of batteries. Our tourist stuff should be shipping today, so we should be getting that next week. Our tourist is coming out with a lot of cool things. So we're going to be doing very good things, very cool things with that. If you watch we'll post something on our Kukan, we'll post something on our Instagram there, okay? So let's talk about events. Someone said, why no blackjack? Well, we are going to do a one-day event at Sherwood. We're doing a two-day event and then a one-day event at Sherwood. So that might be called Blackjack, might be called something different. We just have a lot on our schedule. If you guys look at our new schedule, we have the Crescent Prison, so we went to visit there. That's under some new management out there, so we're allowed to play out there now. So that's going to be an awesome event out in the mountains in Pennsylvania. That's going to be Northeast. We're going to have a second event at our Florida venue, April 5th and 7th, and we're going to make that a South Florida Airsoft Convention, swap meet, and airsoft game. So Florida's got a very big like communal community down there. So we're going to have some cool things. We're going to bring some of our vendors down. I'm working with a bunch of vendors to come down. So if you're in the area, it's right in the beginning of the year. There's going to be, like I said, a lot of cool people that are going to be coming down to that one. MUTC, that's an interesting one. MUTC right now, as it sits, is that this fiscal year of 2024 fiscal year for the military, we're the only airsoft there until like October next year. So that's why we took the June slot, because everyone else was trying to jam it in at the end. We wanted to be in the middle. It's going to be a little bit hotter, but we think we're going to have a great turnout. We had a really good turnout last time, and we're excited to be back there and be invited to be able to be back there, and that's because of the awesome job our staff did on the cleanup that we did there. So that's a big thing with us. But let's go down top to bottom. First, we have Red Dawn. Red Dawn is going to be more marketed to as a noob day. It's meant to test out your airsoft guns. It's meant to just go out, meet a bunch of people, have fun, buy some stuff. We're still going to have a great airsoft event, but just so you know, it's going to be a tier 2. There's going to be a little bit more lax rules, things like that. Then we're moving on in April to that convention type game in Florida. Then later in April, we're going to be at Sheboygan. May, we're going to be at the Sky Shield up in northern Michigan, which is one of the best places that you could ever go to. After that, we are going to have a game at Muscatatuck in June, late June. July, we're going to be at the Crescent Prison. August, we're going to have our Pandora's Box on the 3rd and 4th. The schedule is slightly off by one day. It's going to be on the 3rd and 4th. Then we're going to move to another Sheboygan in September. Then we're going to have a game at Action Sports, which is a new venue for us up in Metessen, Wisconsin. Then we're going to have, most likely, we're figuring out that Sherwood game. The second Sherwood game will be like our season opener. Like Red Dawn is our season opener. The Sherwood game will be our season closer, except if you live in Florida. And that one will be in November. I also forgot they were sold the property and then didn't sell the property for the high school game New Dawn. So we're going to do that in August. So there's already so many events. You guys are spoiled, by the way, because on the West Coast, there's not a lot of good venues on the West Coast. That's why everyone plays Victorville. And you know, there's a lot of open fields and things like that work for some gameplays. But you guys are actually quite spoiled because there's a lot. We are doing an event in Michigan, in northern Michigan, the UP, the one that's like Wisconsin's hat. Because there's no fields in northern Gurney that are available to do something, Daniel Torres. Because there's no awesome abandoned stuff. We have a ton. Oh, that is great. Thank you, Keith, in there. One of the people have asked too, we will be, Kankakee will be opening back up probably in March. So we'll have some dates for Kankakee coming in March. And we are doing some redesigns on the first and second floor and third floor, no, first and second floor. And we're working on getting some sponsorship for doing some outside stuff as well. So you guys are going to see that as well. You're going to have a lot of, there's going to be no excuse of places and locations to play airsoft next year. So that's good for everybody out there, because the more places you have to play, the more options that you have, the more diversity you get, the less stale it gets. Yeah. And what I'm very proud of, by the way, is all the cool things that you guys have allowed us to do, like the store and the everything mobile on these events. Because a lot of you I know don't have local stores or fields or anything like that, and this allows you to get out with your friends. And you guys have allowed us to make some real cool stuff, and our staff has done a very, very good job of reffing these events. Because rules are rules, okay? It's one thing people can criticize, but they can't criticize the fact that we do listen and we take action and always want to improve. I never said I'm not going to improve. Okay, Paul, we'll work there, yeah. But yeah, Kankakee is awesome right now. Like everything, we got a bunch of stuff ready to work in that one. Ready to go. What else is going on in our Chicagoland area? I got a lot of time still left. I got a lot of time. Let's talk Southern Watch real quick in South Florida. It is a prison. So actually next year will be the first time we play 2 prisons at once. We'll be in Crescent, which was an old prison. Technically, the UP in Sheboygan, or Sky Shield, that base, that Calumet Air Base, also was a juvie for a little bit. So that's 2 prisons. And then Florida is 3 prisons, and we're doing a second convention type event at the Florida game. Those are going to be our 2 Florida games next year are going to be 2 totally different things that we're working through. And that's why the event in December is going to be totally different than the event that we're doing in April. So for those Floridians out there, there's a lot of Floridians. And the one in December for you people up north here, it's very great weather. We're going to be like 80s, high 70s, low 80s. Get to hang out in Naples, do some shopping. So next year, if you don't come down, you might want to come down to our Florida event if you're up here. Airports are easy to get to. You have 3 different airports to get to. You can get, it's a muscle reflex. We have Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and then RSW, which is Fort Myers. Fort Myers is the closest, about 45 minutes away. Fort Lauderdale is about an hour and a half. And for you gambling junkies out there, there is a casino. There's a Native American, a reservation with a casino, Seminole Casino. So if you're a gambler and type out there, there is a casino, I think 30 minutes away from the AO. So some people like that. All right, what other questions do you guys have? My voice is running low, so I'm sorry about that. Oh, yeah. Even sweeter, we got Glenn, we got Jason, we got DJ, Osama Bon Jovi, that's good. Osama Bon Jovi's back. I saw it last night, very nice. Jonathan said hi. Yep. Did they ever make an airsoft motor? Who make an airsoft motor? Oh, we are going to be getting some FPS soft air parts, so there's some really nice compression parts. Those are on their way. We're also getting some T238 motors. The Rocket Labs guns are really awesome. And if you want an awesome airsoft gun that shoots really good for a great price and a great warranty, the Rocket Lab guns are the best. Now, just because we have great guns doesn't mean we want to make them better. So we're going to be looking at experimenting with the FPS soft air stuff as well as the T238 motors. So, and then we're also getting a restock of Maple Leaf stuff here shortly as well. And then I'm trying to think, anything new popping in the store? Oh, do I ever get to play airsoft? Well, no, because that's not my job. My job is to make sure that you guys have fun. So that's why people ask me that all the time at events. Why don't you play? Why don't you play? Listen, it's great. I have my time playing back in the early 2010s. But everything that we do is for you guys. And this is just me personally, what I feel is that if I took that away, or I took my focus away from that, we would not be able to look at things to where we can make things better for you. Outside of a personal opinion of myself. So that's why I have great sales reps. That's why we have great event coordinators like Jonathan and all the guys that do that. Get some awesome results when you go out to an airsoft event or an open play or whatever it be. I do, and the thing is I do get to test everything, so I get to see that. Yes, I am. You have a lot of names, Jorge. Castaneda Villarreal. So yes. I'm guessing, I want to know what L stands for, Jorge. You spelled out everything else except the L. Is it Luigi? Lolo. That could be Lolo. Jorge Lolo Castaneda Villarreal. Let me know. But yeah. What do you guys want to see? Which events are you guys looking forward to next year? I'm looking forward to Sky Shield again because that place is awesome. I'm looking forward to going to Florida again, and I'm looking forward to go to the one in Pennsylvania. And Action Sports. Action Sports is supposed to be really good. Dang it. Lolo, you should change to Lolo. Yeah, we're going to have some more awesome videos. We're going to do a lot of event promo, but I'm going to need you guys to help me spread the word on all the events, okay? So I need your help on that, because people are scared of all the cool events that we have, and I want to share to those people. I want to share to everyone all the cool airsoft experiences that they can be a part of. Sherwood is a great field. Yes, they keep that field immaculate. And you got to go to Sheboygan. Everyone should go to Sheboygan at least once. It's a very good CQB-esque, without being full CQB game. It is very awesome. Coming to Oklahoma, I can tell your name's Tulsa, so you're from Oklahoma, I'm guessing. There's just really, I mean, the only thing in Oklahoma, I mean, we're always looking for venues, and sometimes, like, there's places that are offered to us that look good but don't won't play good. Okay, we can just see that. Or for anybody like over a certain amount, it's one thing we don't do is overpack the games. Okay, we don't overpack the airsoft games so that you don't have fun. And some of these venues are just either too small or they're just not going to flow well. Also, some of the stuff is not, you can't just walk into an owner of a place and be like, hey, I want to host an event there. A lot of them don't want the risk, because if someone gets hurt, they just don't do that. So that's why I don't see like malls. There's a lot of open malls, but why don't people play in malls and let us play in malls? A lot of times they're owned by mega corporations that the risk and liability of having people in there is not worth the amount of money that they're going to get. If the mall's worth like 20, 40, 50 million dollars, they don't care whatever money I give them. That risk of having people in there is not worth it for them. So there's a lot of cool things that we've tried to get in the past that have not worked out because of stuff like that. There was one really big one that now is crushed up. There's no castles. Okay, we didn't live in feudal times in the United States. There was one. I'll give you a story. There is one venue in Janesville, Wisconsin, and some people know what's in Janesville, Wisconsin, was a GM assembly plant. It had about 2 million square feet. And we had the person that bought the Janesville assembly plant, wasn't GM anymore. They agreed to it. This is like 5 years ago at this point, before they demoed it, because they were going to demo the Janesville assembly plant. And they were all good until their lawyers said, well, we don't want to risk it. The land is worth too much. But you can't give us enough money to that. So the president of the company that owned the thing said yes, but his lawyers said no, and thus it was a no. Arcturus and MOS. You guys need to check out the Novus, N-O-V-U-S optics that Arcturus and MOS distribute. They're very good, and we have all of them in stock for the most part. Matt Cummings, everything's good. Everything's good. So, just to recap, we got brand new, the Gustav and the M110 right there. Those are new and going to be on the website shortly. We got a bunch of new Rocket Labs guns going on the website here very, very shortly. We have all the event schedule released except for one event. There might be two, but the second one seemed gonna, just like I said, like stuff goes well and then something happens. The second one, the person that it's a complicated situation, and the person that was going to help us out is no longer with the place, and all this stuff. So things work out, things don't, but we're always looking for new places to play. But at least know we got one more that we're adding to that list. Yes, and we're going to be back June 28th, 29th. June 28th, 29th, MUTC. It's going to be the cheapest MUTC out of anybody, but you're going to get the best value. It's a good value for a low price, okay? We're going to do it better than anyone else. You're not going to pay or exorbitant amounts of money. On that note, I am going to end it. If you guys need anything from us, you let us know here at Mirror Tactical, because we're here for you. We're listening. Most places you don't answer a phone. We do. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us for our weekly live stream. Make sure you check us out at Mere Tactical's YouTube channel and our Instagram page for the latest news, the best product updates, and special events